Dear beautiful and radiant viewers, welcome to the 26th episode of Art and Dharma, where we will talk about the connections or interplay between art and Dharma. My name is Victor Gabriel and I am a lecturer at Sakya Buddha University in Santa Ana, California. You can reach me through my email awake.star.sky@gmail.com. In episode 26, I would like to discuss Master Qigong, their iconography, their role in Buddhist cosmology, their devotional practices and significance. Master Qigong, often referred as Qigong Dashi, is one of the most beloved characters in Chinese Buddhism. His dates are supposedly 22nd December 1130 to 16 May 1209. Renowned for his whimsical persona and miraculous deeds, Qigong embodies the principles of compassion, spontaneity, and the Bodhisattva ideal. His influence extends between religious texts into popular culture, making him a symbol of joy and resilience. Historical background. Master Qigong lived during the Southern Song dynasty. Born Li Xiuyuan in Hangzhou, he was a monk who initially adhered to monastic discipline, but later chose a life of wandering and engagement with lay people. His departure from formal monastic life was significant. It allowed him to connect more intimately with the suffering and joys of ordinary people. Throughout his life, the Master was known for his unconventional behavior, which included a love for food, wine, and a carefree attitude. Despite these traits, he remained deeply committed to Buddhist values and the well-being of others. His legacy grew from tales of miraculous acts such as healing the sick, exorcising demons, and helping those in distress. These stories highlight his role as a protector and healer, reinforcing his significance to the Buddhist community. Key teachings: compassion and altruism. At the core of the Master's teachings is the emphasis for compassion for all beings. He exemplifies the Bodhisattva ideal, where the goal is not just enlightenment, but the alleviation of suffering in others. His numerous acts of kindness, often depicted in stories, showcase his commitment to helping others, the marginalized, and those in need. Spontaneity and authenticity. The Master's philosophy celebrates spontaneity as a path of authenticity. He rejected rigid rules and rituals, advocating for a more fluid approach to spirituality. This teaching encourages followers to engage with their spiritual practice in a way that feels joyful and genuine, rather than constrained by doctrine. Miraculous powers. Stories of the Master often highlight his supernatural abilities. These miracles serve not only as entertainment, but as moral lessons about the potential for spiritual power that arises from a compassionate heart. His miracles illustrate the ideal that true spirituality is manifest in actions that benefit others. Humor and joy. The Master is characterized by his humor and light-hearted nature. He is often used wit and laughter to convey profound teachings, suggesting that joy is an essential part of the spiritual journey. This approach makes his teaching accessible to a wide audience, reinforcing the idea that spirituality can be both serious and joyful. Cultural significance. The Master's influence permeates various aspects of Chinese culture, transcending the boundaries of traditional Buddhism. His life and teachings have inspired countless forms of art, literature, social practices, TV shows, and movies. Symbol of resilience. In contemporary culture, the Master represents resilience and hope. His ability to navigate life's challenges with a positive attitude encourages people to face difficulties with a sense of humor and optimism. This aspect of his character resonates deeply in times of uncertainty and offering a source of inspiration for many. Legacy in Chinese Buddhism. The legacy of the Master in Chinese Buddhism is profound. He serves as a bridge between traditional Buddhist teachings and popular spiritual practices. His emphasis on compassion and spontaneity resonates with broader Mahayana ideals, encouraging practitioners to actively engage with the world. Inclusivity. The Master's life exemplifies the idea that enlightenment can be attained outside traditional monastic structures. His approach invites a diverse range of individuals to explore Buddhism, fostering an inclusive spiritual community that embraces various paths. Continual reverence. In modern times, the Master remains a reverent figure, with his teachings continue to inspire individuals seeking spiritual growth. His focus on compassion, joy, and authenticity resonates in an increasingly complex world, offering guidance and navigating contemporary challenges. The Master is often considered a reincarnation of Vimalakirti. Vimalakirti's life is found in the Vimalakirti Sutra. This sutra is a significant text in Mahayana Buddhism, revered for its profound teachings and unique style. It represents a dialogue between the layman, Vimalakirti, and various bodhisattvas, exploring complex philosophical concepts in a narrative form. The sutra addresses themes such as emptiness, the nature of reality, the bodhisattva ideal, and the interplay between wisdom and compassion, sometimes with humor. Emptiness and duality. One of the central themes of the Vimalakirti Sutra is the concept of emptiness. The sutra emphasizes that all phenomena are devoid of inherent existence. Vimalakirti articulates this through dialogues that challenge the perceptions of various bodhisattvas. He emphasizes the nature of reality, transcending dualistic notions of existence and non-existence. Non-duality. The sutra teaches that distinctions such as self and other, good or bad, are ultimately illusory. This non-duality encourages practitioners to see beyond conventional dichotomies, fostering a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness. For instance, when Vimalakirti discusses the nature of suffering, he highlights that it is not a fixed entity, but a dynamic interplay of causes and conditions. Practical implications. The realizations of emptiness invites practitioners to cultivate equanimity, reducing attachment to rigid categories. This perspective is essential for overcoming ignorance and fostering wisdom in daily life. The Bodhisattva ideal. The Vimalakirti Sutra serves as a profound exploration of the Bodhisattva ideal, portraying Vimalakirti as a quintessential Bodhisattva. Unlike monastic figures, he is a layperson, illustrating that spiritual attainment is accessible to all, regardless of social or monastic status. Compassionate action. Vimalakirti's actions exemplify the integration of wisdom and compassion. He engages in the world, helping others while remaining unattached to material concerns. His interactions demonstrate that true compassion arises from understanding that the emptiness of all phenomena. Teaching through paradox. Vimakriti often employs paradoxical statements to convey deeper truths. For example, he claims that true silence arises from the articulation of compassion. This approach invites practitioners to transcend conventional understanding and engagement with nuances of the Bodhisattva path. Skillful means. The theme of skillful means is pivotal to the Vimakriti Sutra. This concept refers to the various methods employed by the Bodhisattvas to help others achieve enlightenment, tailored to their specific needs and circumstances of individuals. Adaptability in the teachings. Vimakriti's ability to adapt his teachings to different audiences exemplifies the essence of skillful means. His conversations with various Bodhisattvas and even the Buddha demonstrate the importance of flexibility in spiritual instruction. Engagement with lay life. By embodying the Bodhisattva ideal within a lay context, Vimakriti illustrates the spiritual practice can flourish in everyday life. This approach empowers practitioners to recognize their potential for enlightenment and compassionate action, regardless of their societal roles. From chapter 7, verse 1b to 4, Vimakriti replied, Majusri, when the Bodhisattva follows the wrong way, he follows the way to attain the qualities of the Bodhisattva. Majusri continued, how does the Bodhisattva follow the wrong way? Vimakriti replied, he may follow the ways of desire, yet he stays free of attachment to the enjoyments of desire. He may follow the ways of hatred, yet he feels no anger towards any living being. He may follow the ways of folly, yet he is ever conscious within the wisdom of firm understanding. He may follow the ways of avarice, yet he gives away all internal and external things, without regard even for his own life, etc. He may follow the ways of laziness, yet his efforts are interrupted as he strives in the cultivation of the roots of virtue. He may follow the ways of sensual distraction, yet naturally concentrated, his contemplation is not dissipated. He may follow the ways of false wisdom, yet having reached the transcendence of wisdom, he is expert in all mundane and transcendental sciences. The nature of reality. The Vimakriti Sutra devolves into the nature of reality, challenging conventional precepts. Through Vimakriti's dialogue, the sutra explores how reality is perceived differently by various beings based on their understanding and spiritual development. Illusion and reality. Vimakriti uses the metaphor of a dream to illustrate the illusory nature of the world. Just as dreams are not ultimately real, so too are distinctions we make in daily life. This teaching encourages practitioners to see beyond surface appearances and recognize the underlying unity of all phenomena. The role of perception. The sutra highlights how our perceptions shape our experience of reality. Vimakriti's interactions with Bodhisattvas demonstrate that the insight into the nature of reality can lead to transformative experiences, enabling individuals to act with greater wisdom and compassion. From chapter 1, verse 49b to 53 of the sutra, then Venerable Sariputra said to Brahma Shikim, another Bodhisattva, as for me, I see this great earth with its highs and lows, its thorns and its precipices, its peaks and its abysses, as if it was entirely filled with ordure. The Brahma Shikim replied, the fact that you can see such a Buddha field as this, as if it were it were so impure, Reverend Shariputra, is a sure sign that there are highs and lows in your mind, and that your positive thought in regard to the Buddha wisdom is not pure either, etc. Thereupon the Lord Buddha, touched the ground of this billion-world galactic universe with his big toe, and suddenly it was transformed into a huge mesh of precious jewels, a magnificently arrayed of many hundreds of thousands of clusters of precious gems, until it resembled the universe of the Tathagata Ratnaviyu, called Ananta Guna Ratnaviyu. Everyone, the entire assembly, was filled with wonder, each perceiving himself seated on thrones of jewel lotuses, etc. The Buddha said, Shariputra, this Buddha field is always thus pure, but the Tathagata makes it appear to be spoiled by many faults, in order to bring about the maturity of inferior living beings. Just so, Shariputra, living beings born in the same Buddha field see the splendors of the virtues of the Buddha fields of the Buddhas according to their own degree of purity. Wisdom and compassion. A recurring theme in the Vimalakirti Sutra is the harmonious relationship between wisdom and compassion. The sutra illustrates that genuine wisdom is inherently linked to compassionate action. Interdependence of wisdom and compassion. Vimalakirti teaches that wisdom cannot, without compassion, can lead to cold detachment, while compassion without wisdom can result in misguided action. The Bodhisattva path requires a balance of both, where each informs and enriches the other. Master Qigong's significance in Chinese Buddhism extends far beyond his miraculous deeds and whimsical persona. He embodies the ideals of compassion, spontaneity, and joy, making him a beloved figure in both religious and popular contexts. His teachings, which summarizes the Vimalakirti Sutra, encourages a compassionate approach to spirituality that is accessible to all, regardless of background. Through literature, ritual, and communal practices, the Master's legacy continues to inspire and uplift countless individuals, affirming his enduring place in the rich tapestry of Chinese Buddhism. Today, we have talked about Master Qigong, their iconography, their role in Buddhist cosmology, their devotional practices, and significance. If you like this episode, please write to me at awake.star.sky@gmail.com. Tell me what you like, what you enjoy, what you would like to see more of. You can also submit artwork that you want me to comment about. Thank you.